Let's talk about this idea that you're just supposed to magically know what you're supposed to do with your life. It's wild. I don't know why we fall for this trap, but it does not work like that. The way it really works is a cycle. It's like a triangle, as you can see here on the screen. So it starts out with just embracing your exploration phase, right? So there's an exploration phase, discovery phase, and then lastly, there's the alignment phase. So in the exploration phase, just follow your curiosity, follow your imagination, follow your ideas, follow like all the right brain stuff, right? And trust that voice. When you hear it, it might be a little, if it's something you've kind of been ignoring, it might be a little faint, but just follow it, right? And in doing that, what that results in is you end up getting to a point where you reach the discovery phase. So I'll use an example. Um, I was at one point in my life super curious and intrigued by this space of digital marketing and running ads, and like just the idea that you can have this product that you made and figure out a way to get it into people's hands, like on someone's screen. Did like it blew my mind. It was really like I was super curious about it. I didn't know anything about it. Um, and there's a lot of reasons I was intrigued by it, but I won't even dive into it. Anyway, I followed that curiosity, and it led me into a path of like I would just do free work for people just to learn, right? Eventually, I ended up getting a job. Eventually, I started like my own business doing digital marketing services, and I learned so much, not just good stuff, not just like, oh, I learned, now I know how to do digital marketing. It was like, I discovered a ton about what I didn't like. There was a bunch of stuff in that world that I absolutely hated, right? And there was other stuff that I was like, I actually like this stuff, right? So I, in that discovery phase, I'm not just discovering the positives, I'm also discovering the negatives, right? And so that's where the alignment part comes in. I kind of can start separating and being like, okay, here's the stuff I like. I'm going to align with this stuff, my preferences. And then here's the stuff I don't like so much. I'm going to find a way to like do this thing in a way that doesn't have the stuff that I don't like, right? And then that's like one brick of alignment, right? Of me finding out what I'm supposed to do, or what supposed to is crazy, but like what I want to do, what I desire to do, right? It's just one brick though, and then it just starts all over again. I have some new curiosity. It could be like tangentially related to digital marketing, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's something completely different, has nothing to do with digital marketing. Maybe it's like a new sport, or maybe it is work related, but like in a completely different industry, right? And so I'm right back to where I started in that like exploration mindset. And I'm like, okay, I don't know anything about this, or maybe I know very little, but I'm gonna like pull on that string and see where it goes. And as I do that, again, the cycle repeats. I discover, and I'm like, oh, okay, I pulled on the string. I maybe develop some skills in this new thing, um, but I'm discovering the things I like about it. I'm discovering the things I don't really like about it, and I'm gonna align with the things I like, and then stack another brick, right? So over time, you can see how you start to like, fast forward 5 years, you've done this cycle, and now you're aligned with all of your preferences, from the things that you explored, right? And then I think we look at people who are like quote unquote successful, and we're like, wow, we can envy them sometimes, and they look like they're so aligned, but a lot of times they've just done that thing like over and over, and you're like looking at that end product of like what this person's life is like after they've stacked like 10 bricks of their preferences and things that they're aligned with. But you probably never heard about them when they're just doing this for the first time, right? It took time. um, so I would encourage you to, don't put the pressure on yourself to like just know what you want to do. It's not going to just come to you. You're going to have to explore and then discover. In that discovery phase, you'll get new skills. You will discover things you like, discover things you don't like, align with your preferences, the ones you do like, and then like keep on doing that. And that's how growth happens. That's how alignment happens. And that's how you eventually reach a point where you're like, yes, this is what I want to do. And I don't even know that I don't believe that there's some kind of like, oh, I've arrived. I think it just keeps on building and keeps on building, and you get more and more aligned as you grow older and as you mature. All right, stay creative.